contains copyrighted material used under the fair use provisions of U.S. Copyright Law, Title 17 U.S. Code Section 107. It is intended for educational, commentary, and research purposes. All rights belong to their respective owners. No copyright infringement is intended.
I was doing the dance.
There we go. I like this one. Because the screen was so like zoomed in, and I'm like, oh no.
Not too close, then you can see
too
all
close.
the
We need a little distance. We need a little distance. Social distancing from the screen. That shows my pores. Too many pores. I have pores. And hi, everybody. Welcome to the show about nothing and everything. Because that's how we're going to roll today. I am so excited. Marley, I'm so glad you're back, honey. Say hi to everybody. Say hello. Talk amongst yourselves.
I'm happy. Because I'm happy. I'm just happy.
We need some music. Hold on. I did not think of music.
Hello, everybody.
We're going to go say hi to Chad here in just a second. I'm so excited.
We're not with Chad yet?
Yeah, no, say hi. No, we can start saying hi to people. I'm just saying we haven't said hi yet.
Yes. Well, you know what, guys? For whatever reason, I can't do my chat. So I've been trying. So if you're in the chat, we are so blessed that you're here, and we're going to have some fun today. We're going to talk about everything and nothing, and we are just going to do it collectively. And I feel so grateful for all of you that are joining us today, because that's what it's about. Hello, Diane. Hello, Zez.
Hello, Diane. Who's Sassy? Sassy Marulas. Hi. They've been here for like ever. Hi. So good to see you.
I think Richard is here.
And Richard was here. Hold on. I'm scrolling. And we have somebody backstage, and we got to bring him up. We have a guest already. For anybody, say hi. There's Richard and Sweetly Morbid Bear.
Sweetly Morbid Bear, hello.
Freedom was here earlier. And then I saw Dorothy. I feel like Romper Room. And I see Dorothy.
Romper Room.
I think I saw Dutch Fly. And I see Dutch Fly. And I see you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to bring in. Angel. She's an angel. I'm not going to sing because that would be cruel to you, Angel. Janetti Angel, 1984. Okay, so let's bring in. By the way, we have two backstage now.
Is Kevin here?
Two friends are backstage, and they're coming up. So welcome. Before contain myself. Welcome everybody to the show. How you doing? The show that dares to ask. Hold on.
Yes.
We ask the questions. How you doing? How you doing? So as we bring our friends up and ask them how you doing, we will bring up that this is an open StreamYard, and the StreamYard link is pinned to the top of my channel. Oh my God, Ace FLA is here too. Hold on, we got more friends. We got so many friends.
We got the power.
Nobody wants to hear me do that. I got the power. Okay, so let's bring in, we're going to bring in our first guest. Hold on, I'm going to get the groupies ready, because the groupies are like so excited, right?
Okay. Yes.
First of all, coming live to us from Iowa, that's our friend, Joshua.
Whoa. How you doing?
How you doing? There we go. He's in the right mood. How you doing, Joshua? How you doing?
Doing fantastic.
Excellent.
We're going to be talking to you. And remember, it's like open mic, right? Anything goes. Nothing. Everything. We can talk about nothing. We can sit here and just stare at each other And it
I
would be
don't think
totally
so.
acceptable. Nobody will like it, but the rules of the game are is anything goes or does not go. Okay, Kevin, I'm coming to you, Kevin. Give me the thumbs up that you're ready, Kevin. Oh my God, and we have a special guest, you guys. He's a 3-time mind forker. Because he's been on the show 3 times now. 3, right? 3 or
Yep.
4?
3
3.
or
3.
4, yeah.
3-time mind forker. Kevin
Yeah.
Estrella. Hold on. Oh
Yay! Wah, wah.
no. The boys are in the house. And we are all excited. And the chat is excited too. And I turned off the groupies, and the groupies don't like it. And they go,
Yeah, I
they
know.
get upset.
The
And so
Ponte
we're going to set them
groupies,
aside. Huh?
the Ponte groupies scream for him like that too, just so
Oh,
you
the
know.
Ponte groupies. Yeah, I know. That's where that whole thing came from. The Ponte shows. Remember, I created the groupies. And how you doing, Kevin? Say hello, my friend. You're on mute. Muties.
You're muted.
Beauty.
There we go. I am so happy to be back. So
Yay! We need to get him a jacket.
my
We
jacket.
need a line 4 jacket with the number 3.
Yeah.
3-time
3 times.
3-time guest. So what is hold on. Let me greet you properly. Hold on a second. Because we have to ask how
Oh,
you doing. How you doing, Kevin?
I'm doing amazing. It's been really, really busy. I've been doing nothing but interviews like crazy. So
Oh,
really?
it's been nuts. Yeah.
good for you.
That's seriously cool. You're going to have to share. That way we can start putting stuff out there and make sure that people go check this stuff out. Because if people don't know this guy, he is amazing. We love him. Oh my God, here we go. It's Oliviera from Italy.
From Italy.
Italia. Pepperoni. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? He's so sweet. He's our really good friend from Italy. And let me see. Ace FLA1 is one of our old friends. He's back. I haven't seen him in so long. And again, Dutch Fly, because we love Dutch Fly. So I'm all over the place. So let's circle back. Today we're here to talk about anything, right? I mean, the premise, Marley, and I'm going to let people talk because I'm tired of hearing myself. Oh, hold on. We have, it's one of the Ponte guys. Hi from Canada.
Benoit.
Dracula.
How's it going,
Benoit. Hello.
Tepe, I didn't know it was you. The Tepe in the house. So
That's awesome.
when I've talked to Marley lately, I say, how you doing? Because it seems like every day something new crazy has occurred, right? Something has come up, something has come to light. We've discovered something new, new news. There's wars, there's madness, and people have to be having a really tough time with this. So the reason for the show, besides that we like to have fun and have our friends around, is let's talk about these things. Some things, people sit at home and try to digest all this stuff. And for us that we've been exploring, this world, it's not as shocking.
No.
But for my normie friends, it is. For anybody's normie friends, it is. So what is the whistle? Where's the whistle? Do you guys hear that?
That's Frisco.
That's Frisco. That's Kevin's bird.
Oh, I didn't hear him last time. I'm like, where's this? I thought maybe it was a Ponte. I wasn't sure. Okay, you guys, seriously speaking, Marley and I were on the phone last night, and in the middle of the phone call, we hear this call is being recorded, just like you're on customer service. But it was just her and I. So I'm starting to freak out when I hear things. I'm like, is there a bird or is God talking to me? He's like, Chris, it might be like
Frisco. He's being really obnoxious, actually.
Huh?
Frisco is part of the gang. Frisco is part of the collective. We love Frisco. And usually he has a great deal to say. He's silly. He likes to drink wine, apparently.
Yeah, he does.
Oh my God, really?
Oh yeah, he's silly.
Okay, this is the coolest bird. I got to meet this bird. At some point, you're going to have to point the cam because this is too cool. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm shy. I don't get up for less than 10K. He doesn't make appearances.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God. So, okay. So that was the point of this was let's get us together and just kind of throw some stuff out there. Where are we in our, our mental state, right? It's like if there's something you got to get out, let's just do it now. Throw out a topic and, what concerns you or what feels good. Like Joshua and I were talking a little bit earlier. He's going through, maybe we go around the room and kind of going through what people are experiencing at the time. And of course, Frisco will have time to answer. It really gives some feedback at the end. Yes, we hear you, buddy. He's so cute. He's like, I have feelings. I have to get out my feelings. So is that okay? Or Marley, do you want to start and then we'll go? Why don't you let's get things rolling.
Yeah.
We didn't practice,
Each of us
obviously,
go
because
through,
this is free form,
Yeah, okay. Well, hello, everybody. Again, for those of you that are just coming in, I'm so happy to be here today and have Joshua and Kevin. Oh my gosh, this is just, I'm so excited. Okay, I've kind of been missing since October. I just this is what I do. Kevin has known me for years, so he knows this is what happens when I go through some stuff. And when I go through any health issues, I back away from all social media.
Yeah, you
and
go
I
dark.
I go dark. I go completely dark. Absolutely.
Literally, she can be gone dark for years.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. You're right. You've experienced that.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, in going dark for years before, poor Kevin here, because we've been very good friends for a long time, he actually thought the last time this happened that I was no longer in this realm. So that made me feel horrible. And I love you, Kevin. And I never do things intentionally to hurt anybody or make anyone feel horrible. The reason is that when I go dark, it's necessary because I can't have anything clouding my mind, my heart, my surroundings when I'm trying to heal. And it's also a beautiful thing in a way, if people can understand it this way. When I go dark, I'm quiet. I'm in a state of observation and stillness. I'm feeling all the energies. I work out of telepathy when I'm in those states. So I'm connecting in with higher aspects of people's higher selves. And I get so much healing and I get so much more information. And these times are they're pertinent to my mission on this planet. So I just want everybody to know, those of you that have been trying to reach me, those of you that have been sending me love and healing, I love you all so much. And you've been in my thoughts. I just had to have that downtime for the miracle, because when you take the downtime and you focus on self and going within, you receive the miracles, right? So now I've received miracles now 3 times. And well, I mean, actually more than that. That's just 3 times with my health in that way. But I also received miracles, as Kevin knows, when I literally died in this life a couple of times, and then they sent me back. So I've had some very incredible experiences. And even though I know how difficult it can be on other people when I disappear for a while, please know that I'm always going to come back that much stronger. I'm going to come back with that much more information from the divine realms. And it's going to be easier for me to assist with the mission that I have for humanity and this beautiful planet that we are on, our dear sister Gaia. So thank you, everybody. We are going to get into some crazy stuff today, and I'm really excited about it. It can go crazy. It can be of something indifferent or negative, but let's take those things and figure out a way to shift them into spiraling it up, to shift it into manifesting what we want to see instead of manifesting constantly the negative. And that's what we need to do. And we can do it as a collective. And I'm excited.
I've missed you. You see, without you, I go like, wee, I'm all over the place. It's like you start talking and all of a sudden I feel grounded. Like I was telling Joshua, I get really nervous over these shows all the time, every single time. So I start, my reaction, nervousness is blabbing and I go real fast. And I just, and I start tripping over my own words because I don't go fast enough. But then I hear you talk in that, like, it's like I needed that. We didn't get to do that. You need to talk to me before the show starts. Not after. That was a good idea 10 minutes ago.
Do you know what? I'm seriously here now. Come on now. We're going to own this.
Oh,
You
so
stress out even when we talk before the show.
I know I do.
That's what you do. And I always do that when I always would prepare for a show or for one of my spaces, because I worked so hard to pull everything together from the divine realms to give people the accurate information. Ooh, it's so stressful because you never know how people are going to align with it. You never know how people are going to, if they're going to be in a state of acceptance, and just release and surrender to what needs to happen. So I love you, Chris. And it's okay because, sometimes stress and anxiety catapults us higher. It's kind of good. It puts us in check.
That's good. I mean, I learn every day from this. So, guys, which order? Who wants to go first? Anybody want to volunteer? Because I want to hear how you guys are doing. Where are you in your journey? How are you feeling?
Joshua,
what do you want to talk about today?
Why don't you go first?
Joshua, okay. Joshua, go for it.
Okay.
Where did Kevin go? Kevin, I didn't mean drop Kevin.
No, he'll be right back, I'm sure. Go ahead, Joshua.
Where I'm at in my journey, I'm just, I'm doing fantastic, and just to know that Sati is alive and well and going through whatever she's going through, and what I've been going through in the last, 2 years, that has been very difficult on me because the spiritual community of all of this has turned it into such a conglomerate money-making business to where it's just like, I don't know how to explain what I was going through last year other than just ask questions now, to perceive it on your side of it, whether you're a channeler or a watcher or a seeker or whatever it is, because it was just so frustrating in a sense that I couldn't ask questions. I couldn't talk because of the internet and because I don't understand it, these devices, because I've never used them, and that's probably the hardest part for me in my spiritual awakening and going through this. And to be able to sit here and just be around high frequency beings with you guys, it's just amazing to me to be able to be here and to say hello, hi, and I love you all, and Kasha, Chris, your videos, I subscribe, I watch your stuff. It's just amazing. And I think you were doing one on frequencies and attunement and what are people watching, and to me, I don't watch movies. I don't watch your mainstream TVs. I just don't. I never have. And to know what's going on in the world, I look out the window. I go out into the forest. That's where I get my news. And to experience the things that I experience, and going forward is just, it's a blessing. And I feel blessed. And thank you. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now, and just going forward and learning as much as I can, where I can. And there's a lot of things on YouTube that I pay attention to, and that's where I put my focus, on with where I get my information.
That's awesome.
And in comparison, by the way, I would make an observation in you taking Marley, because Benny, I'm going to say hi to Benny. I emailed you, Benny, to see if you wanted to come on stream. But I got to say, Joshua, I'm trying to remember one time we were on a Zoom together. Like the first time we met was a long time ago. And I see such a difference in you. It's like a positive, just like glow. It is in I feel it. It's like you said, when you're around people that are high vibration, it's like you react. It's like your whole body just kind of like a reverb, right? It's like you were kind of bouncing off each other. And I got to tell you that I can feel it. I can see like there's a big difference, and you look good, man. You just look happy.
You actually
fantastic.
You look healthy. You look plugged in. You do. You look good. You really, truly look so much better. So whatever you've been doing, Joshua, you've been doing it right. And I get where you're coming from with the devices and stuff, because I am so not technologically inclined. I can't get anything to work, with that stuff. And it is what it is. And I give up. I just give up. Other people can help me with that. Akashi Chris is wonderful to help me with that, because I really suck at it. And I own that. I own that I suck at that for sure. And I also wanted to say it's really important what you said about where you're receiving your information now, because we all have to be so cognizant of what we're watching and what we're paying attention to, because we do not want to be continuing the manipulation, the lies, and the programming, right? So as we have the reaction that Chris was talking about to energy, you were talking about when you're around high vibrations, you feel better. But energy in of itself affects us, good, bad, or indifferent. We feel it. And as we climb out of the matrix to say, because we don't belong in there, we don't belong in the matrix. Come on, we climb out, and it's gotta boil over. It's gotta boil over, and we've got to get out of there and look from outside the matrix in to see how we can better serve the rest of the population that is struggling so bad right now. I know Kevin knows all about this too. Kevin, talk to us.
Tell us, Kev.
It's been there's been a lot that's been going on. This is a very exciting time, actually. There's reasons why I've been booking interviews and booking more interviews. In fact, actually, I emailed Linda Moulton Howe today, asking to be on her show. So I'm going right to the top. The reason for that is because back in Christmas, the Ponte here you see behind me, who I work for, I've been working with them for 9 years, and I've been a spokesperson for them, like an ambassador, in a sense. And they picked me up 4 times over Christmas. So the only way I know that I've been picked up by them and taken somewhere, because it's winter here in Hamilton. It's like, with December, it's like snow and it's -degrees. It's freezing, and 4 times I woke up with mosquito bites. So, and I already know from the past, because this has been going on since 2017, where I wake up off season with mosquito bites, and it's like I asked Sue Walker, what's going on? She says, well, it's kind of a redundant thing. You should know that you've gone somewhere and you've been picked up, and they're not going to respond anymore to that inquiry because you keep asking. So it's like, okay, but the thing that I was allowed to remember at Christmas was that they wanted me to be doing as many interviews as possible going forward into the future, and not stopping to introduce them to the world, because a lot of major things was happening with disclosure this year. They never elaborated or told me what that was about, but now that we are with with Trump's announcement of wanting to release UAP information, and they're working diligently on that, and things are going to be released. It was Barack Obama opened his mouth first, and he was asked during an interview, and he confirmed, yes, aliens are real. Now, he could have just kept it at that, saying, yeah, somewhere out there in the galaxy, aliens must exist. But no, Trump actually came on the news and he said, Barack shouldn't have said what he said. That's classified information. I guess it just means I'm gonna have to get him out of trouble, and we'll just have to release the UAP information. Trump said that.
It's like totally corroborating. That corroborated.
Like Trump didn't have
you
to
could
say
have.
that.
They could have gotten out of the Obama comment.
Yeah.
But the fact that Trump corroborated it just kind of made it like such a bigger deal.
Exactly.
So yeah.
So there's stuff I was obviously was set up that way. So there's something that's been going on. So they planned this. So they are releasing this information. But also there's other things that have been going on. Chris Bledsoe, are you familiar with his story?
Yeah.
And his meetings with the lady, the divine feminine, and we have another guest.
Yes, Betty's here.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Go ahead, Kevin.
Go ahead, Kevin.
Okay, so Chris Bledsoe has met with this woman known as the divine feminine, and she gave Chris information in 2012 that said that when Iran and Israel start sending missiles to each other, that the orbs were going to show up, and that thing and disclosure was going to be happening. Well, now that we're seeing that, because missiles are being exchanged and orbs are showing up all over Iran, all over the world, and people are filming massive amounts of orbs. So we are actually in biblical times of what's happening right now. Disclosure is happening. I also believe, as I followed Bashar Darrell Anka, and he talked about that 2026 is the year of disclosure, and 2027 we will start to be introduced to extraterrestrial star nations. So I'm really excited about what's happening right now, and I have a lot of work to do. So we'll be doing a lot of interviews from now until I die.
What are the Pontis saying about the war? I mean, I know that we had disclosure that was already on the table, right? We were thinking that was going to happen like next summer or whatever. But but what are they saying? Are they saying anything about the current state? Because that's the part that scares me the most, is ourselves. No,
the Ponti have not said anything. They have not come on to Twitter with any kind of announcements. I know right now Sue Walker is she's very preoccupied right now. She hasn't been on Twitter very much at all because she's taking care of her husband Otter, who's in the late stages of Parkinson's.
Oh man!
So
we love you, Sue. We're so sorry.
Yeah,
we're sending our prayers.
Yeah, it's pretty serious now. So Otter needs observation 24 hours a day. Whenever he's awake, somebody needs to be with him, because he's falling, he's passing out, he's lighting things on fire, thinking they're cigarettes. So his health is not very good right now. So we haven't heard anything. Like Sue has not had it. Sue will drop anything that needs to be done. If the Ponti have an announcement that needs to be made, she'll stop what she's doing and she'll do it. But currently, right now, the Ponti have not said anything. They've been very quiet.
Well, let's take a moment to welcome Ben to the show. Benny, our resident droner. And by the way, and you know what I don't have today? Because I didn't prep. Hold on. Do I have one? Let me see. I don't have a happy birthday. How dare I? But you just had a birthday, didn't you?
I did, yes. Yeah.
Happy birthday, buddy. Happy birthday. Love you, baby. I wanted to talk to you. We hope you had a good birthday. Did you do anything special?
It's just another day, really.
It's not.
But we spent some time with some family, and that's about it. But yeah, it was quiet. It was good, quiet.
Nice.
The tepe says happy birthday with a big birthday cake. Anna, did you eat cake?
Yeah.
Okay, good. At least you ate cake. So since we're going around the room, did you have anything else, Kevin? Because I want to make sure, and throughout the show, I'd love to hear more about this because, you're doing interviews. Let's get the messages out, right? Let's sprinkle the knowledge from Ponte. Let's, what do we have to do about disclosure? So I want to make sure I didn't cut you off. You're
Well, there's
taking
one
breaks
thing I
here
was
and
going to
there.
share
Yeah.
with you that,
Uh-huh.
that Marley said something that kind of prompted me in regards to the interview, the shows that we do and the information that we're sharing. We don't know about how it's going to be, how it's going to be received by people. I did a podcast on Jeff Mara's show about 2.5-3 weeks ago, and that interview ended up getting it's up to 32,000 views now, and that's the biggest interview that I've ever done.
Wow.
And there was probably about 450 comments that were made on that video, and I went through a lot of them, and there were a lot of people who were opening up about their ET experiences. Yes. Talking about certain things that I had said that's like I had that same experience too, this and this. So and people said somehow they felt like their body was buzzing while they were listening to my interview. So that was great. I had a lot of new friend requests on Facebook. I had a lot of people messaging me privately and sending me emails of information that they needed to share about themselves. Mm-hmm. But the other thing is you have to also realize, of course, some of the comments that were on there were people saying that, that Kevin, you need to find Jesus. Or Kevin, aliens are all demonic. Or Kevin, you're a liar. Or Kevin, where's the proof? Mm-hmm. So, of course, you're always going to be people who will attack you. Yes. Everybody's attacked. And that's perfectly fine because the message is not for them. But I actually went down and I responded to a lot of people's comments and gave them information to help them out. Like when they said, where's the proof? And I said, well, didn't you listen to the interview where I said you can download the telepathy primer and learn it and have your own contact, and that's free. So I try and help people. I'm trying to help people. So that's all we can do. We are the messengers. The message is not for everybody.
Yes, absolutely, Kevin. And I love that because I share the Telepathy 101 primer with pretty much everybody. Everybody who's willing to take a look at it, I send it to them because it's important, because that is the universal language, is telepathy. So we have to practice that. That is something, it's an easy read, guys, and it's something we can practice because that is how we're going to be connecting in through telepathy. And it's so much easier too, honestly. And instead of all these crazy words that cast spells and stuff, Yeah.
And folks if you want to take the primer, you can get it at officialfirstcontact.com. That's officialfirstcontact.com. It's free, available in 17 different languages. So go and get it. And
I'm going to pull up the link. Yeah, I'm going to put the link in the chat.
Thank you. Yeah, practice a half an hour a day for 100 days, and you'll have some kind of contact that'll be within your comfort. It may just be you see a star going across the sky and you say blink, blink, and it flashes its lights back at you. That might be the only contact that you need. Or maybe you want more, like, the Ponte bump on the back of my couch. So,
or throw tea parties.
And snorting tea out my nose all over radar.
That's so funny when you guys told me that he did that. There we go. Get your Telepathy 101 primer.
Yes, that's perfect. Thank you for putting that up, Chris.
Friends the Ponte.
It's a really easy read, guys. There's lots of incredible illustrations that Sue has done of the Ponte in this. And you get to choose. There are so many options of what kind of person you are with telepathic abilities. And so you can figure out reading this, very easy read, that which works best for you.
For ADD, but this is a really easy read. Like some of the slides, it's like some of them are like just slides, right? Yeah. It's just concepts, and it's cool because it makes you, makes you go through, it makes you think, and so it's super easy to do, everybody. So go check it out at officialfirstcontact.com.
Yes. Oh, we got UFO, the Times.
That's Oliviero.
Oliviero. So I'm really happy to hear you're
Mhm.
reading books about telepathy right now, Oliviero. Excellent. Excellente.
I'm reading. I've been reading more psychology, but oh man, where's my book?
By
I
the
need to
way,
go find. Mhm.
but I was going to say, folks, the first telepathic voice that I ever heard, telepathic human voice, was Marley.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, do tell. Okay, you can't just leave it there. Now you're gonna have to tell us about that because
Okay.
that sounds fun. Mhm.
So she was going. She was once again. She was like in a point where she needed a lot of healing, and needed healing help from her friends. So she set up a day. I think it was a Sunday afternoon for people to go into meditation, and she had given us instructions in regards to what kind of energies to be focusing on. And so I went into this meditation, and
Mhm.
when I was in that alpha theta state, I heard as clear as day as you hear my voice. I heard Marley's voice, Kevin, because she knew that I was there with her. It was amazing.
You heard? That's
I heard her
awesome.
voice. Yep.
Yeah.
As clear as you hear my voice. It was
Yeah.
telepathic though. Yeah.
I used to do some silly things to Kevin when I still was in Canada.
Oh my God.
And,
Yeah.
you know,
Holy shit.
he'd be at work and I'd like do like a wet willy, put my finger in my mouth and then put it and then focus on Kevin. And he was like, what are you doing? What are you doing to me? Like he knew it was me. And one time Kevin was having just a horrible day at work. It was just bad. It wasn't because of work. It was just other things. And I said to Kevin, take a break. If you can just take 5 minutes, I just need to talk to you for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I went outside to a smoking area and I just sat in a chair.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I felt like I was floating. And then I felt someone caressing my arm. And I was like, Marley, are you touching my arm right now? And she said, yeah. I was, oh my God. I don't know how she did it.
Wow.
But I was speaking to him in a very, divine tonal language. And I told him what to do. I told him, close your eyes. And then I went through this whole thing and he was telling me as it's happening, oh my God, I feel all this energy swirling around my body. Then he's like, oh my God, this energy entered my crown chakra. Oh my gosh, I feel this energy moving through my body. And he's like, what are you doing? How are you doing this? Like,
yeah.
And then after,
Oh wow.
It was 5 minutes. 5 minutes, and Kevin was completely recalibrated, and he felt great. You felt great for days after that. Like it just completely spiraled it up for Kevin. And it's amazing when you are connected in, especially with soul connections. When you have a soul connection and you find your soul tribe, you can do these things. It's the same as doing like distant Reiki. I have done cord cutting on Kevin, from away. And tell them how that went for you, Kevin.
That was it was unbelievable. The work that she did was basically cord cutting of karmic ties to my ex-wife, and because I had a lot of I was triggered by a lot of stuff, and after the work that Marley did, I was no longer attached to Lisa. Like I was completely free of her. I can't even explain, but nothing triggered me anymore of things, and I was, because I used to be very misogynist, and I overcame all those bad energies because of the healing work that she did with me, and she changed my life. Marley changed my life. She did. So thank you.
Well, Kevin, you changed your life. It wasn't me. It was that you were open to receive and you were open to surrender, to let go of the energies that didn't serve you. So I'm just the conduit that provides the assistance, but you're the one that does the work, right? So you have to be in a state to be able to allow that. And you wanted that for yourself.
Yeah.
But, you know, I remember telling you when it happened, I said, your relationship with the mother of your children, you're not going to be triggered anymore, but you're also going to have a better relationship, and you're not going to feel this push and pull and stuff. And you had said to me months and months later that that's exactly what had happened, and that things had gotten better with your connection with her. At least there was none of this infighting continuing and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm not emotionally triggered by her anymore. She's more like I don't even treat her like, she doesn't even feel human. She's just an entity, like almost like artificial intelligence dealing with her, because I see her for who she is, that's all she is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, in doing that, so you said that you did that remotely, right?
Yes.
So let me ask you something. So do you think it was possible to do it, or you were more able to do it because you guys had met in person before, right?
Yeah.
Well, Kevin and I we do have a soul connection, definitely.
Okay.
And so, you know, Kevin was actually the first person that I tried to do that remotely. Normally, I always do it in person. And I was just like, I don't know how this is going to go, but let's try it. And I was online with him while I was doing it, obviously walking him through the whole process and doing the breathing with him and all of that stuff. And it seemed to work amazing. Like, Kevin slept like you slept for quite some time after that. And you had said that had been the best sleep you'd had in a really long time. And then just woke up feeling different, feeling renewed. And just
reset. It was like a reset.
Yes, absolutely. So, you know, it's really when people are open to receive, the energies that you can send them and they can actually feel are incredible. So when I do distant Reiki, for example, I like to have a picture of the person and I'll have them on speakerphone, and they are calling out to me the exact areas that I'm working on. And they're like, oh my goodness, I feel all this energy happening. Now it's moving to this area. And it's always where my hands are at the time in focusing on their body.
Wow.
So energy is a real thing, and frequency and vibration, energy, frequency, vibration, it's everything. And I am just a conduit from the divine realms to be able to assist for that. Because when this happens for people, and they know, like Kevin, for example, has had a number of things done, and he's experienced a number of things with me that we've experienced together. And I want everybody to experience this and realize that this is real. That the stuff that they keep you bogged down with, all the fear, all the anxiety, all the negativity, that keeps you away from being able to plug into your divinity. When you want that, when you are really ready for that, no holds barred. Everything kind of starts breaking down when your avatar is ready, because your soul inside your avatar is going, help me, like, pay attention to me. I need you, you know, because we're not here for the avatar. We're here for the soul that's encapsulated within the avatar. And that's what matters. And that's why affirmations are so important. And that's why trusting in the universe and the divine realms and your guides and your higher aspects of self are so important. I'm going to be quiet now.
No, I love it when no, that's why I want to know. I mean, I'm not, I'm new to this stuff. I remember I went to Puerto Rico and I saw my half sister, which I hadn't seen in like years and years and years. And she's really into Reiki. And she goes, put your hand out. And then she put hers, and it got about this close. It was like I could feel it, like a ball, like burning, like it kind of, I like kind of snapped out of it because I'm like, what the hell is that? She goes, that's Reiki. She was like, She was all proud of herself. I'm like, because I could feel her. It was the craziest thing. I've never experienced that, and especially that strong hand to hand. And we weren't touching. It was like about an inch away,
Yes.
and oof, that was wild stuff.
Because we are energy. And
Mhm.
that's why we're like magnets, right? And you will either attract or you'll detract. Like, and you can feel
Yeah.
that. And a lot of people now, I'm noticing those that are really coming into the shift and the awakening and stuff, they're really feeling these energies more. They're recognizing when somebody's not in the right energy. They're recognizing something is off in this room. Oh, is there everything okay with you today? I'm noticing something in your voice, or do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I'm loving that. I'm loving that because I think the messages that I brought into this life, I think that many people just weren't ready to hear, and I'm finally so excited that they're finally ready to listen, because most people thought I was batshit crazy, and now they're coming to the realization that I'm actually not, and I've been talking truth.
Hey, Marley, do you remember when the pandemic first broke out? And, or it was just before the pandemic broke out, and you were telling me that, well, this is before the rollout of the gene therapy injections. And Marley said, when these are released, these people who take these things, I'm having so many dreams of seeing people dropping dead on the spot, right where they are. I don't know what's going on. I keep seeing these dreams. And then what happened 6 months later, after when people started taking these shots, that's all you saw in the news was people dropping dead in their spot where they're standing and just dropping dead. Marley saw it. She was clairvoyant. She saw it 6 months before this even started beginning. I did, when she said it, I thought, are you crazy? Like, what do you mean
that's what you
dead?
said.
People just don't drop dead. I said, how can somebody just drop dead? And then we started witnessing it on TV, and I was like, oh my God, Marley saw this.
Wow.
That would if it were designed, and it was designed by a human, which I do believe the COVID injection and virus was designed by a
Yes.
US lab. By a US lab.
Yeah, it wasn't like an accident.
Yes, it wasn't an
Yeah,
accident.
like some natural accident.
But yeah, what they kept showing me, what Kevin is referring to, is they would show me people. Now it depends, because some of the vaccines were not what other vaccines were. I can't think of the word right now. I apologize. It'll come to me. Anyway, I saw the people. They showed me they get vaccinated, they get the boosters, they get all of these mRNA shots. And then what I saw was just they were acting really normal. They'd be at work or whatever, walking down the street, whatever. And then all of a sudden they just start looking up, and then they just start looking around, and then they start freaking out, and then boom, and then they're done. They're gone.
Yeah.
And that's what I explained.
There's videos of that happening to people. I've seen quite a few of them.
Yes, and that's what Kevin was referring to, because these videos started coming out long after I had said, this is what I'm seeing, this is what they're showing me. And then Kevin is like, oh my God, are you seeing this? Like, this is happening everywhere. And I'm like, I know. Like, the thing is I've been getting these messages and information for 59 years, my whole life. I came into this life, for those of you don't know, with my past life remembrances and being able to connect in this way. So it was tough. It was really, really tough. But most people thought I just didn't know what I was talking about from the time I was a child, when I noticed 3 UFOs following me, and they still do. I'd play this little game with them, right? 3 UFOs. I attach like a slingshot up there, like, and pretend like I'm running with them, like they're balloons in the sky. And they still follow me. But this stuff is real. And they've never one time given me wrong information. Akashi Chris has experienced this because something happened One of her pets went missing a number of months ago,
Mhm.
and she contacted me. She was freaking out. I went into meditation, came out of the meditation, and I sent Chris a message saying, I know exactly, I see a deck or a porch. She's underneath the deck or the porch. And that's exactly where she ended up being.
She was at my neighbor's under the porch, under the deck. And I'm like, Stuart's the one that said, it's under, she was under a deck. And I'm like, "Mm." That's why I called her. That's why I called her. So you knew.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the gifts that they blessed me with, but sometimes it's not, it's tough because a lot of times people look at you like you were saying earlier, it's a demonic thing, it's evil, but it isn't. That's all the programming and manipulation, and you need to let that go because there is nothing evil or demonic about me. I am love. I was born love. I have always been love, and nobody is going to do this to me anymore. Nobody is going to suggest that I'm crazy because I'm not. Nobody is going to say that I don't know what I'm talking about, because how come the things that I've always shared with people have come to 100% accuracy when it's come from the divine realms? If it comes from star families and it comes from divine realms, it has been 100% boom on. As an avatar, I haven't been accurate all of my life. When I don't pay attention to what they're sharing with me, I've gone against my intuition before, and it's gotten me in trouble. So when I listen and pay attention, I get the real stuff that I can bring. That's what always the spaces were about, your new codes, right? And all of the stuff that you needed for energy shifts to happen. And I will continue to do that. And there's lots of things that I have going forward that I'm going to be putting together because of the information I've received while I've been in dark mode and kind of disappear mode. There's so much that comes through in those times through silence, you know?
I remember so many things that you told me, like when we first started talking, and at the time I was like, there's no way that's gonna happen. Really? That's gonna happen? No way. And I was like, no, there's no way that's gonna happen. That is freaking happening right now. Yep. I'm like, mother effer, really? I'm like, yes, she was right. There's so many times that I've said she was right. So I'm like, just you're right. I mean, you've been on. It's been wild. Because I'm like watching it going, oh my God, this is crazy, but it's true. And the thing is that I'm wondering, are people starting to be more open?
Yes.
A little bit because of these things. So. I'm thinking that because of the things that have come to term, right? People are starting to see things that never thought could happen, right? Just like I was shocked. I thought there was no way you're right on that one because, I was like, I didn't want to believe it. But there's a lot of people that don't want to believe it. So it's like, but now that they're seeing it, are you seeing more just openness, maybe, or less of that you need to find God, Kevin, type of response? I mean, are we seeing some progress?
I think so.
Yes.
I think so.
Absolutely. I feel it. I feel the energy shifting because I'm a Sigma empath. I feel all of it. I feel all the energies from everyone and from the planet as a whole. So I'm starting to feel like all of these energies are starting to lift. And also, come on, guys, anybody that's paying attention to the Schumann resonance these days, anybody that's paying attention to the solar flares, these things are all necessary, and they were planned 2,000 years ago. 3i Atlas was planned over 2,000 years ago for people to see, for the solar flares to flash even harder, to shoot that energy down to this planet and through our crown chakras so that we can awaken and say, we're privy to all the BS now. We're not believing any of the lies anymore. You can't lie to my face anymore because I see right through it. We're no longer in a time that we really have to question anybody because we see right through them when they're full of shit.
Mhm.
And
Well,
it's almost
most
addicting.
of our leaders, we can pick out the lies with most leaders nowadays.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
obvious.
And it's in blatant obvious. It's just to saying one thing and it's another.
Absolutely.
And it's not. Yeah. And I think
And
more people are open to things now with the news on the Epstein files with what's been released in some of them, because people didn't know some of that were going on. And
Yes.
I know that it's been going on a regular basis on the dark web.
Yeah.
So I know that's been going on. People are seeing it now and there and think, well, if that's true, this is true, then they can no longer deny most stuff. And they're now opening their minds up to a lot more things.
Yeah. Well, and I also am a firm believer in all of the crazy things that are happening right now are for a purpose. It is to assist in the rest of the awakening. You know, some will be shifting, some will not. These crazy things, when we can focus like in a meditative pose and say, none of these things are affecting my energy in any way, shape, or form, I'm not going to allow them to. That means you're out of the matrix and you're seeing everything inside the matrix for what it actually is. Try to find the divine being within you and remember who you are and pull on that and call on your guides, because that's who you can believe, right? That is who is pinging you like radar and so many of the Ponte, bing, bing, bada, bada, bing, bing. You know, radar comes in loud and clear for me. Right. And I mean, it's pretty cool. And if you're open, and like Kevin said, you do the Telepathy 101 primer for how long, Kevin, are you suggesting?
Practice half an hour a day for 30 about
days.
100 days. That's what
Okay, for 100 days. Yeah. And you know what, guys? It's incredible because Kevin is right. And I know this worked. I read the Telepathy 101 primer, and all of a sudden I'm part of the Toronto run with Kevin and other people that were getting picked up and taken to Sandia Mountain. So things happen if you will them to. Just be careful who it is you're calling in, because you'll get whatever you're calling in if you're not clear. So, you know, Kevin has had all kinds of amazing experiences with many different beings, not just the Ponte, as have I in my life. And we've talked so many times about the different experiences we've had. But yeah, it's fun. And you got to just not have fear, because they will not show themselves to you or come in if they feel that you're fearful, you know?
Yeah, they can't visit you if you have fear. You have to get over that, because that's the rules are: cause no fear, do no harm, leave no trace.
Yes. Even though they leave traces at Kevin's.
Oh
they
God, this whole wall's covered in chalk. The whole place is covered.
Funny. I love your pictures. I just love to watch them, to see them.
Kevin
so
would
cool.
do a concert for the Ponte in his place.
Yeah, right here.
And they would leave ribbons after the concerts. The girl Pontes, the female Pontes, leave ribbons for him. There were times when his crystals were being moved, and I mean, I've seen pictures of it, or finger marks that you could see. And then, the walls being chalked. That was really kind of cray-cray. But it is such a blessing when we open up to the realization that there's so much more than us. There's so much more than this planet. And come on, guys, we are not, many of us, not from here. We're not earthbound. We're here for a purpose, a mission, and we're going to do it collectively. And I'm feeling it. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited because it's spring and I am just ready now that I've been shut up for so long. It's now it's time. Let's do it. Time like what Kevin is doing.
I love to see you this way. I love to see you this way. I'm just so happy. It just makes me really happy. Because you look happy, you're like excited, and just like this is I love it. So
lots of changes.
um,
Lots of changes are coming. Lots of change. The universe is awaiting us to be stepping into these changes. Be brave, no fear, step in with both feet, and just trust the universe, because when we do that, things fall away that are not for our highest good. And also when we do that, doors open, and things that we couldn't even imagine possible are going to be possible. It's shifting. We're moving and shaking and moving, and we're moving and grooving, and we're moving and grooving and shaking and shaking and shaking and shaking and shaking.
I'm just really happy. So I want to ask you something. You mentioned the Schumann, and
Yeah.
I have been watching the patterns, and there was several days there. I thought it was really interesting because it was several days that it was going off like once an hour. I could get the notification from the Schumann resonance app. But we also had those huge, like we were talking about coronal holes, right? And the solar, and supposedly those holes were actually facing the earth, and we were getting peppered with, at the same time with plasma and with electromagnetic storms. So have you guys noticed? I don't need to be paranoid, but I was watching my pets, and my pets have been acting very differently.
Oh,
Like weird, especially the cats. What is up with the cats? Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? Because there's something that my cats are like doing Freaky Friday type of crap, and I don't even know what patterns. It's like once in a funk. Is it the energy?
It is.
Because they can sense it. I mean, they're so sensitive to it, right? I mean, help me here. Help my pets.
Cats are really sensitive. Birds as well. So I'm thinking Kevin may be seeing some things with Frisco too. Is Frisco being a little bit more active than normal, Kevin?
Oh, he's been wrecking stuff.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
See,
I guess that not the norm. Just doing things out of the.
It's been a lot more. It's been a lot more.
Yeah, and it's the thing is all of the animals are being hit with the same solar flares and energies that we are. Cats are so plugged in though, and I watch my two cats, and they are like in trance most of the time now. But my one cat, Cinnamon, she's like found her voice. Now before, like she's just this tiny little thing, and she'd just be like, and now she's like, and she's doing stuff like that, and I'm like, what the heck is happening? But it's energy, frequency, vibration, and all of the animals are feeling it. They're all noticing things different. I'm even noticing like different things. The way the buds are coming back on the trees is different. And last year I found the angel flies that I had never seen in my life. So I'm thinking,
oh yeah, I remember that.
We're already in the 5D, those that choose to be, because there were things coming up on my property here that I'd never seen before. And all of a sudden they're everywhere. And I thought it was like the things from the dandelions, like those little fluffy things that come out, the seeds from the dandelions. No, because I had one and it was.
I think you sent me a video or a picture of when I was like, "What is that?"
Fly.
Yeah, that was not a dandelion, and it wasn't some kind of weird bug.
And there's been fairies coming out of my fairy tree where I feed the wild animals on the property, and the game cameras have picked them up. The fairies, and you see their little feet, and you see their antennas, and they're just moving around. But this portal keeps opening right beside that, and incredible things come through it. So I mean, we're in it. We are in it, and this is the year 2026. I've known this is going to be the year of disclosure. This is going to be the year when the lies and deceit and manipulation and programming fall away. Thankfully, finally. And it's the year that we're bringing everything in, and official first contact is happening. There have been many beings on this planet for many, many years, long before humans existed. And they look like We do, but they're not necessarily that. And they are going to start speaking out in a very big way. And then we are just going to be getting the official first contact. And I've been very, very excited. Kevin and I have been waiting for this for so long, haven't we, Kev?
Well, the Ponte told me back in 2016 that official first contact was going to take place the fall of 2021. So I was waiting already 5 years for that date.
Mm-hmm.
And then announcements came at that point because there was a lot of earth changes and the Federation decided to do things a bit differently.
Yes.
So I've been waiting for 10 years for OFC.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I'm ready. The Ponte are ready. Radar's like, he's tired. He's like, let's get it done.
Didn't some of the seers or some Babavanga or Nostradamus say this year? I think both of the seers, Nostradamus and Babavanga, said disclosure of alien contact said it was this year. Both of them. Yes,
that's so true. They've had some really incredible predictions that have been really, really accurate. So I'm really excited about everything that's coming. Like you had said earlier, I think it was you, Kevin, that said these are exciting times. I feel that too. I am not fearful of anything that's going on. I think it's all necessary. Everything is going to be okay. Everybody is exactly where they are supposed to be. And if you are feeling the changes, then you are shifting, and allow it. Just allow it and allow the truth and notice it. And pay attention, like I said, to your intuition, because it's never going to lie to you. Not ever.
I think that if it does come out this year, it could be twisted. We have to be careful of what we're told. Because a lot of the government administration, especially with the Iran war now, that could escalate quite seriously, quite badly. And Iran and Israel is defenseless now. Israel is getting the Gaza treatment to what they're doing, basically. But they're doing it with Iran as well. But I think Trump could twist it.
Yeah, we don't.
That way.
Let me ask you something.
With that one.
Do you think people in a world of AI, Ben? I mean, right now it's like they publish pictures, right, of certain leaders that, have potentially passed, but nobody, and they're alive, and people keep looking at the videos, and it's obviously AI. But at the same time, it's like we're consuming AI, right? And in a world where we're no longer like, I look at stuff and I'm not as shocked at what I'm looking at because my first reaction is it's AI. So we're desensitized. If first contact happens, is anybody but us going to believe it?
If one of these stories on its own that's happening in the world, even disclosure, anything, one of them would be world headline for months. We're getting all this in one go.
Well,
it's kind of a big distraction, if I'm honest. I think one of the things I heard about the Epstein files is that, and all this lot, this is a warning from something above to get our house in order, because we're run by a lot of corrupt and evil and nasty people.
Yes.
It all has to come out to us to clean our house in order. It has to. And
absolutely.
It's down to us to do it. And I think if we do that, if alien ETs do step in, they may have no choice.
Well, see, they haven't been able to step in to this point. I think Kevin knows that. They were not allowed to intervene. They did intervene with some things, though, because they did take out some nuclear powers, because they refused to allow anything like that to happen again. The other thing I'm going to bring up is, because official first contact we are literally right on the cusp of it happening finally. Ben, you are also right we have to be very careful in what it is that we're believing, because there is a thing called the Project Bluebeam that is to mess with people and get them all screwed up. And, the problem is, Kevin and I, being from Canada, we had an amazing, but we had an amazing gentleman that worked for the military, Paul Hellyer. And I had conversations with him. He tried so hard to get people to believe. He toured the United States because people just would not believe. But it's because, again, the lies and the manipulation that now Project Bluebeam is going to happen because they lied to everyone and they wanted everybody. Everything you hear usually from the mainstream or from the government, it's all dark and negative experiences. All of it. It's to scare you.
I can two examples of lying and manipulation I've seen just this last week or two is the Iran war. Is that we're going to Iran, doing this to Iran for a nuclear deal. Bear in mind, the Friday before the bombed it, they had a nuclear peace deal on the table. Iran agreed to all the terms, then bombed them Saturday morning. That's the second time they've done that.
Yeah.
And that Australian UFO presenter, UFO news journalist, Newsmax one, I can't remember his name. He said about the MH370 search, he said Ocean Infinity, who searched it, have done the Whisper Zone area and found nothing. That's not true, because he says the Whisper Zone is southeast of Perth. The Whisper Zone is northwest of Perth, not south. Northwest of Perth, not southwest. And they've searched another area but found nothing. They haven't searched the Whisper Zone. He's going around saying they've searched the Whisper Zone, saying it's not true. They've found nothing. There's nothing there. So we've been told, and apparently they've been told to stop searching by somebody as well. There's Ocean Infinity. That's something that's apparently, I don't know about that one, but apparently they've been told to stop. But
well, we're not allowed to search. We're not allowed to ask questions. Never question the mainstream narrative, guys. If they're telling you that, do the opposite, because it's got to take people like us to say, no, we're not listening to you anymore. I've actually never stayed quiet in my life. I have always gone against the narrative because no, I'm just not controllable. And they just didn't get to have that in me. But what I do not appreciate is the fact that so many governments, when they have spoken about it, it's always negative. It's always dark. And you know what? There are so many different star family races out there. And there is good and bad in every race. And I don't like, I have to say, I question because of my own experiences, some of the stories that we hear that people have talked about. And it's not that I don't believe them. I totally believe the stories, but they talk about grays, they talk about reptilians, and the horrific things that happen to them in these experiences. None of that kind of thing has ever happened to me. I've not ever had a bad negative experience. And Kevin, have you ever had a bad negative experience from being visited?
Not by Star Nations, no.
No, that's what I mean.
Nope.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. Like, why does the narrative go to that? And were they really from Star Nations, or were they cloned in tanks, possibly in the Antarctica? Because I have remote viewed that area. I've been remote viewing that area for the past 30 years, and I have seen the chambers. I have seen the different beings in there. I know what they've been doing there. So is it the governments that are creating the fearful experiences?
it could be.
Or look at the question. I like this question right here.
Does the panel think that
from
ETs are
Dorothy.
influencing world affairs behind the scenes, influencing our leaders and movements?
Go
So
for it, Kevin. What do you think?
yeah, go for it, please.
I don't really know. I don't have enough information to be able to say that. I know that there are good ETs who are influencing world affairs behind the scenes. I know the Ponte are, at their meeting, or they're introducing themselves to the leaders. Somehow, Radar got sued to email the Dalai Lama, and the Radar gave her the email address. It just happened to be it was Dalai Lama's private email. Don't know how he got it, but he actually responded back. So True story.
That's amazing. I love it. I love radar. Oh God, I love radar. So
I just
what do you
go
think?
ahead.
No,
I think I keep saying that people are walking amongst us that don't have souls. And this is what this reminds me of. It's like, are there certain beings here that are not us, but
You're
that
talking
are
about
on the darker side? Go ahead, Ben.
you're talking about the NPC side of it, or the dark, or other beings.
Yeah,
Because
I mean,
there's two.
now we're being introduced to cloning. I mean, part of the e-files is the whole, human
Yeah, yeah.
cloning experiments that
Yeah.
we're doing, all that stuff. So this ain't that rare, and now it's like, are some of these people not really people? That's what I'm,
yeah,
that's what
absolutely.
Dorothy's
one of the
comment
email-
reminded me of. Mhm.
I think one of the emails saying one of them between Jeffrey or someone saying, "This reminds me of what your clone would do." His exact words.
Yeah.
Just off the top of my head.
Well, there's been celebrities that have come out and they have actually shown you. And this was before AI got really huge. Like this was a number of years ago, and some of them were saying, "Oh, well, yeah, this is my clone, and this is the name." And
Katy Perry, there's one with Katy Perry as well, where they thought it was Mum, and she turned around, no, she's the prototype, is what she said, apparently.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the one about Selena Gomez is another one that's quite freaking creepy story.
Yeah,
apparently,
a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. A couple of years ago, that would have been unthinkable, and now it's totally plausible. That's the thing. That's like our thinking has. I mean,
it's evolved.
We were slowly boiling frogs, and now we're froglets because now we know, but we didn't know we were boiling the whole freaking time, So,
but
that evil,
we're not looking in the right places to know about the Epstein, the files. He had a ranch, Zorro Ranch.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
a massive location,
Mhm.
and the architecture of how it was built is. It has a runway. It's got a runway on it, so you could land on the property and no one would know.
Yeah, I do believe that there's bodies buried on that ranch for sure.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, aren't they now? They are. I'm sorry. Did you say this already? I was looking at the chat for a second. Aren't they now investigating? They're actually digging stuff up there.
They shut it down. I thought they shut it down.
They actually we're doing some investigation on site at Zorro.
Yeah, but
it's a massive road. It's how it's designed though. The roads are designed to all to lead into one, and if you're trying to escape on one, you're not getting far without being seen or caught. It is designed to keep you there.
Yeah.
Is that and if that's all? When you think about the ET influencing things, they all apparently worshipped something demonic or Baal or something, didn't they? Isn't that something along the lines of something similar?
I think more humans worship Baal than actual star nations. I just think that a lot of that comes from this realm, honestly, Ben. And, I also think of it this way too. There's many beings that chose to dim their light, to come here to shake everything up and do some very horrific things to snap people out of it because the souls were lost and they were in this pattern of constant recycle. And we're not supposed to be trapped. Humans aren't supposed to be trapped like that, So I really think also getting back to Dorothy, I do believe that we are influenced in very divine ways by ETs, or I refer to them as star families. And I also think that there are beings out there right now that are the government in many cases that are actually beings that are influencing in a very negative. Here's what I'm seeing happening though. I'm seeing they're getting freaked out. See how everything is sped up so much with this war and all of this stuff. Everything is sped up so much because they know they're running out of time. They know that people are waking up because they've come finally to the realization there's more to them than just the avatar. They're connecting with God or source or great spirit, whatever, wonka, whatever you want to call your great power and your higher selves. And when we do that, they lose. And so, I see different clips on YouTube when people do like the Simpsons stuff or South Park stuff or what's the other one? Family Guy. And you've got the government, people lined up, and then they're all just pulling their masks off, and they're like a dark entity. And it's like, well, yeah, no wonder. Like, come on, people. Like, they're even showing you in the cartoons. But I do.
Yeah, but wasn't the greatest symptoms on Family Guy in the Eve files as well?
What's that? Oh, yes, definitely.
The symptoms created the crimsons and were in there as well. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But
time travel's in there as well. Time travel's in there. It's mentioned.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, we are in a place that
one other thing. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Epstein worked for. His boss was the Rothschild. Apparently, that's what it says. And they got something to do with like the reptilians. I was conspiracy to with reptilians. That's what I thought.
The Rothschild.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of them are. But like I said, too, we all have to remember there's good and bad in every race, every single race. So, but a lot of those that have been presidents, a lot of royalty on this planet, they are the reptilian or draconian DNA for the most part, because they shafted the true royalty and took over. But, now we're taking that back, and now they're all being found out. I mean, who would have ever imagined that Prince Andrew would lose his titles and get kicked out of the royal family? Finally. Now I want to see that in this country. I want to see that here now.
The other thing, saying that royal family, Princess Diana apparently was killed because she turned around and she had evidence of them drinking human blood, and they weren't human.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, she was very divine, Diana. Yeah, I just think that we just need to breathe and hold on and know that everything's going to be okay, because it is. We're going to come out of this so much better on the other side. And how beautiful is this when you get to connect in with people that are of more like mind and more alignment, that we can actually have these conversations and nobody's looking at us like, like,
Dorothy, look, Dorothy,
hello.
She's in the house. So good to see you. There we go. Say hello.
I've got you on my TV and I've got you on my phone, and we're connected. This is awesome. Hi, guys.
Hey, Dorothy.
Hi, Dorothy.
I'm wearing my Love Your Neighbor shirt. It's got a blank line at the bottom. It should read, Love Your Cosmic Neighbors.
Yes.
There we go.
We have to love our cosmic neighbors because, they pay attention and they await us to connect in with them. They really want us to connect. So don't ever think you can't. There was a time where Kevin and I probably thought we would never be able to connect in, but we did. We connected in with different beings. And again, the experiences are so incredible.
I guess I just sort of take it as part and parcel of my normal life. When I get an inspiration, I feel it's coming from beyond me. And when I was a child, my family was quite troubled because there were many kids, and my father had been through World War II as an Air Force guy, and I'm sure he saw a lot of the men that he trained go down, and he just never talked about any of his experiences. And so it's interesting. I've got a real high amount of religious connection in my family too, but I've always interpreted things differently. And I suppose that's just the way it goes. When the next generations come on, they're always reinterpreting what they've learned from before. So I'm very happy to sit with all of you and hear this great discussion about our ET friends. I've never seen them because when I was 8, they took me on a ride when I was under a lot of stress as a kid. and they reassured me that everything was going to be okay, but I couldn't look at them because I might die from fright.
Oh.
And
Oh,
because
wow.
at 8 years old, what kid is going to be able to interpret, an ET physiology as being just sort of like us, but sort of not. And but what was weird was they let me fly the ship, and I interpreted it as a dream, because how could you ever think that it was real, right? But they let me fly the ship, and the way we flew the ship, I said, well, I don't see any controls at all. How do I do that? And they said, just think about where you want to
Think
go,
about
and
it.
you
Yeah.
go there.
All
And
their
we
mind.
did. When I was a kid, we could do this stuff. So I think all children are magical that way. And if you allow your kids' imaginations to, I don't know, at least exist alongside this reality, your kids are going to be better off for it. Mine was always more or less tamped down. Oh, get real. That can't be true. That kind of thing. Because I was raised
Right.
in the 60s. What can I say?
Yeah.
I'm going to sit back for a second and listen, but I'm glad to be with you all this
Thank you,
afternoon.
Dorothy.
Oh, we're so
You
glad you're here. That was a great
Me
question you asked.
too.
Go ahead,
I
Dorothy.
loved it. And you know what? I would like Kevin to say something, because Dorothy was talking about how she feels things come in like creatively and things like that, and she feels it's coming from somewhere else. Kevin, share with everybody what you've received.
Okay. Well, the first comment I was going to make is you're very lucky that you got to fly a craft. You did that when you were a child?
Yes, that's what she said.
Wow.
Yeah, 8 years old I was.
Wow. Because I know that Radar, he picked up one of the Twitter followers and let them fly, and they remembered it, and then they came on Twitter the next day and mentioned it, and then Radar got pulled into the office, and he got in major trouble. So yeah, so you're lucky. But,
Can you imagine Radar being called into the office?
it was even like it was live on Twitter. It was like, guys, I'm in big trouble. I'm being pulled into the office. And he was like, Tilcom basically, Delta Dawn, his craft now records everything that he does. So every incident is captured. Everything they watch him with a fine tooth comb. And when I tried having interviews with him afterwards, he was hesitant about answering certain questions, because he said, I'm already in a lot of trouble. What happens if I answer this question? What if I say yes? And I said, don't worry about the question. We'll move on. I wasn't going to push it, because I knew that he could get in trouble with other questions. So you're lucky that you got to fly a craft, especially at 8 years old. I mean, usually you have to have a driver's license and be able to do that. But
I'm wondering if it's because my dad actually had a connection somehow with all of that back during World War II. I really do wonder. He never talked about his experiences, but I would not be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Kevin, please let people know how you shifted creatively.
It was a massive shift. Grant Cameron, the researcher, researcher Grant Cameron, was already studying this phenomenon before I met him. And what happened was, he was studying musicians, who are contacted by ETs, and it seemed to be it's very common for musicians to be contacted by ETs. But also then Grant was doing a presentation on music and consciousness, and how so many of these musicians seem to tap into this consciousness flow, and some of their best music is written where they didn't even write it. It came to them in dreams, or it was just a jam session, and then it was recorded and they accidentally came up with one of their big hits. So this was a phenomenon.
To me.
Yeah, so this is a phenomenon that Grant had been talking about. Where is this creativity coming from? How is it that that Bach could sit down at a harpsichord and improvise a fugue? How is that even possible? And when I started working with the Ponty, it was Tani behind here told me. She said, it's the edge of the black. I'm like, what is that? And then she says, basically, when you get into an alpha state, you're in a very highly telepathic state. So musicians, artists, when you're doing your work, you get into this channeling and into this channeling frequency where you're zoned in, and it's like a timelessness space, and then you're one with the art that you're doing. And she explains that's going to the edge of the black. And she says, go to the edge of the black of the universe where nothingness and everything exist. Turn around and wait for the next song to be sung to you. And then you become a conduit working with the collective consciousness together in writing the piece. So you end up tapping into this almost like the Akashic records or like this higher consciousness when you get into this state, this that frequency zone. And for the my third album and fourth album, almost every single song was written in one take. I just pick up the guitar and the song just came together in one take. And then I would sit down, I would learn it, and then I would put together the rest of the song with the drums and the keyboards and the bass, and almost no edits, very little edits at all. The whole song just came together in one take. And that's from going to the edge of the black.
It's been an incredible shift, in my opinion, from Kevin's music prior to. It was good because I knew even before that happened with the edge of the black information, he always played his music and I knew it was coming from his soul. I wrote a big thing for Kevin and sent it to him one time because I noticed this. I pay attention to musicians and I know so many of them do not operate out of their soul. Kevin has always operated out of his soul with his music. But when that happened, holy moly, like I could not believe the shift, even like in what I was feeling vibrationally out of that music, and then playing it over and over and over again. And, Kevin will send me sometimes his songs, the new stuff for me just to be able to listen and see what I think. But it is amazing, the transformation and the fact that, when you're a musician, it's very rare that musicians can pull something off in one take. And since you've gone through this, Kevin, so much has been like one take, one and done. And it's it's so noticeable. And I'm really proud of you for that because you took that information and you went with it. And you allowed it to encompass your soul. And your soul exploded into this like, woo,
Yeah, I took it seriously. I took it seriously because I wanted to be a student. I wanted to learn. I wanted to understand about this. And so then the Ponte, they were teaching me these things about consciousness and about this creativity. In fact, actually, it was Thera who came to Sue and wrote out a whole explanation of it. And I turned it into almost like a prayer. And everything that she talks about is exactly how I write my music. And I'll read it to you. It's beautiful. Yeah. It's absolutely beautiful. It's called Into the Forever Oceans. Kevin, you are moving forward, beginning your understanding of the vibrational impact of the proactive planning of intent behind your forward through time ripple of telepathic emotional storytelling. You have begun the, quote, soul deep dive, as the whales say. You have begun to recognize how important your understanding of the soup is. The soup is the collective consciousness, everybody's consciousness. How your music literally ripples through the collective consciousness. When you go to the edge of the black, you go to your 9. Think of a Tesla and the power of 9. Your place of highest potential where nothingness and everything exist. As a new thought or inkling for a song comes to you, it echoes through the soup to you. Add your interpretation and your emotional storytelling potently to the ripple and amplify your emotional portion. Sing the strings, sing them with your tears, sing them with the greatest love that you can put into the intent behind the images that you are sharing. Tell a visual story and an emotional story with your guitar. The chords in reality are complex emotion-filled murals. Make every note count like the brush strokes of a painting and the tremble of an emotionally laden voice. Your strings and your heart must merge. Send your songs into the forever oceans. Vera.
Beautiful.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was beautiful. And you took that and you did what she suggested. And because I felt it in your music. So it's just this explosion of the soul. Like it's like your soul came out of your body and, you know, just came together collectively with the spirit when you play music. When you create music, that's kind of how I see you.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yes. It's a
I
higher
also see you like that when I get you to smell frankincense.
I was going to mention frankincense on this podcast. I was going to mention it. You mentioned it first.
What were you going to
Wait,
mention?
you please, you gotta have to expand on that. You can't just throw that out there.
Yeah.
It's like you can't just leave it there. Keep going.
When Marley first came, when we first met, she came over to my place, my apartment, and at some point she had frankincense on her, and she took it out and she put it on me, and I was like,
under your nose,
under my nose, and I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? And she said, "This frankincense." I said, "This is incredible." So it just...
I put it on his third eye, and I put it under his nostrils, and then I said, "Take 3 deep breaths in," and he was just like, "Holy!"
Okay, is it really
what
strong? I'm like, I don't know if I've actually smelled frankincense.
Frankincense, everybody should have it. I never leave home without it, as Kevin knows, because it was in my purse when I went over to his place to hang out. And yeah, I carry it with me always. I usually have one in my vehicle in case somebody needs some healing that I come across when I'm out and about. Frankincense is a wonder drug. Honestly, it's just the smell of it can recalibrate your all your energy. And it was also one of the gifts that was brought to Jesus. Come on, frankincense, myrrh, and
good
gold.
Stuff.
The good stuff. So, you know, if you're going to purchase frankincense, it's essential oil. Make sure you get the clean stuff because there's a lot of stuff out there that's chemical and you don't want that. But when Kevin got a whiff of that, it was so hilarious because a number of times that day he's like, give me some more of that.
That's true.
Would your local
story,
organic co-op have that, I suppose? I suppose
Pardon?
they would. The local organic co-op store where you buy your organic, maybe.
I get it either from Young Living or Revive. Revive, I find in Canada, there's a place called Sage that you can order online. That's where I got the frankincense Kevin used. But normally I order it online or get it from my apothecary that I go to. And it's pure frankincense. And you just put a dab of it on your finger, put some on your third eye, and put a dab under each nostril and take 3 deep breaths in through the nose. And spiritually, you're going to feel so connected. Right, Kevin?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's a miraculous thing that nobody really pays attention to, but frankincense is one of the things that every single person should have. And it's also good, and I use it in my wellness center on people if they have any skin irritations or like a mole come up or some kind of thing. You can apply it 3 times, 3 days, the thing will be completely gone. It'll be disappeared. It takes away skin cancer and everything. Like, just, I'm telling you.
Wow.
Everyone should have it. It's incredible.
Tips. You got frankincense
information.
Frankincense.
You never know. You never know what you're going to get.
Frankincense fruits up. From my 12 viewers, everybody goes buy frankincense. Whoa, we're messing with the market now.
Everywhere's going to be sold out because we're all buying the frankincense.
Everybody's out there. It's like toilet paper in a crisis. Go buy frankincense now.
It's magical. I'm telling
It's
you.
magical. But talk about magical. I do want to, because things have been so crazy in the vibration. Like everybody's just all over the place. And you got the State of the Union, things that are happening. You got the war. Then you got the coronal holes. You got the e-files hanging out there. You got 3i Atlas, which we never actually really saw. Interesting. Nothing worked, right? And that, nothing to see here.
Didn't it happen during the shutdown, though? The 3i Atlas, the closest by. Didn't it happen during the US? Didn't that happen during the US shutdown?
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? What a coincidence. None of the equipment worked. But so how do we pivot? Like, what can we do? Like, when you started talking about frankincense, and I want to take it to a positive route, other things that we can, no, seriously, like other things that we can do to improve our, how we feel, because we have to start spreading that too, because everybody, the earth has to be feeling our collective fear. I think I'm sure it's shaking along with everybody in it. So it's like, how do we pivot? Is there, what can we do?
You figure out what makes your energy shift. Is it a person? Is it a show? Is it music? So if we can try to start our day when we first open our eyes and we say, thank you for the blessing. I made it another day, right? What's my mission for today? Try to start with the positive in the mindset. It's not always easy. I'm telling you, sometimes it's really tough, but we have to try and fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it, guys, because after a while, it just becomes second nature. We also have to recalibrate our energies when something catches us. So we need to do the deep breathing through the nose, holding that breath, and then blowing it out through the mouth. And we can recalibrate and completely shift our energy and frequency if we do that at least 3 times. It's like a short, tiny little meditation. Kevin knows that because when I did that whole thing with him on the phone that day, I got him into the breathing. There was no frankincense involved in this one because it was from distant. But you do that, and then you just also love yourself and speak kindly to yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and look at your eyes to connect with the soul. That is the most important thing I can share with anybody, because your soul needs to feel like you're paying attention. And instead of watching mainstream media, put the music on and just groove and sing and dance, because music in of itself keeps you happy. It keeps you happy.
Can I just say one thing on that one, on the news site thing?
Yeah.
If you are going to watch the mainstream media, try get both sides, or get an independent one as well.
Yes.
So you're getting both sides, and be open-minded and look at it from both sides, and look at it from an outsider's view as well. You'll generally find the truth that way.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Fact check everything.
I have to tell you, if you sing every single day of your life, it doesn't matter what else happens with your body, you will be actively healing yourself by reoxygenating your whole system.
Yes.
Singing is vital. It doesn't matter if you're out of tune, who cares? If you do it long enough, you're going to get in tune. There's no way you can't.
And this is a nice pivot to my favorite therapy, which is laughter. We got Tepes with a dad joke. I got to ask Frank to see if this makes sense. He made it funny. What up? Tepes with a dad joke. Thank you. That was awesome. But seriously, on laughter, when something really makes you laugh, I feel like that just releases something, like your body just feels good. It's just humor, and laughter. Laughter is the best medicine. It's like, when you really just laugh about something and you see something truly funny and you don't have worries, right? For that brief moment or whatever. I just think humor is another one to.
Laughter and frankincense.
Laughter and frankincense.
Guys, I'm gonna drop.
Nose. Put it on his nose, man.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
been being in the panel. I'm gonna drop back down and watch. Lay down for a few minutes.
Love
Okay,
you, Dad.
Dorothy, love
Thank you
you.
so much for being here. It was
See
so
you
good to
later,
see your
Dorothy.
face. Mwah.
See you.
Bye, honey. Take care. Bye.
Next
love
Thank
thing,
you,
Marley will be
Dorothy.
dropping.
She's so sweet.
Marley will be dropping a discount code and a link in the chat later.
Sorry, Benny, I don't have one. I
Get
pay full
the
top
discount
for
code.
frankincense, but I
Get your
will
frankincense. Get
never,
your
I will never live
frankincense.
without frankincense. I will never live without it. That is the one staple that is necessary. And I'm telling you guys, you have frankincense in your car, have it on your night table, have it everywhere, put it in your diffuser, just like, oh, and then just smell it like, and you're
You
just like,
remind me of that SNL. When you did that, remember Mary Catherine Gallagher? You're like, and then you take your frankincense from your armpits, from the deodorant to frankincense, and then you go.
actually, I do have frankincense in my deodorant. It's rosemary, patchouli, and frankincense. So there you have it.
There we go.
Cool.
I don't know. Keep forgetting we're live. Anyway,
This is great. We're laughing and having fun. And we should be live.
I've heard of chloroform on the nose, but frankincense is another one.
frankincense. I'm gonna make it better. Get your frankincense.
Just ask Jesus. He'll tell you, or ask Kevin. Kevin had an amazing experience. Kevin knows.
I'm
Kevin knows.
sold. I'm
Yeah,
sold.
you don't have to believe me.
I
Try
forgot
it
how
for
to spell
yourself.
frankincense, but I'm gonna go ahead and just put it.
I still remember
Oh,
when
sure.
Marley was sitting there in my apartment, she pulls up
That's
this little vial,
right.
and she's doing the stuff, and I'm like, and I smell it, I'm like, what is that?
Yeah.
I'm totally out of my mind.
Yeah, but in a really clear way, right?
Yeah, it
Like,
was
it
pure.
was-
That was
it's
not
like-
chemical. That was pure.
No, it's
yeah, it
like
was great.
blast off into the cosmos is kind of,
Yeah,
and
pretty much.
then for hours, Kevin was going, give me some more of that, Marley. Give me some more of that. You
Are
got
you
some more of that?
sure this was
I need some more. I need
frankincense?
another hit. Just one more fix. Come on.
That's what you would say. Give me another hit of that frankincense.
Are you sure you are really dealing
It's
with
true.
frankincense, honey?
Yes.
Are we sure about
promise.
this story?
I will
Thank
show
honey.
you that.
Thank Marley. Thank Marley.
Give me that. Give me that. Give that, Jim.
It's like I have to have my frankincense now.
It's so awesome. See?
Oh my God.
Come on over, guys. I'll share. Get your frankincense.
Discount
God.
code. Yeah.
That's a good code. We're gonna come up with a QR code for the frankincense. I'm still gonna do a commercial about this. I have to.
You gotta put me
I
as
have
as my serious Blu-ray 1B.
Get your frankincense, just like, oh my God.
Get your frankincense. Right here, folks.
I'm so clipping that, and I will use it. Link at this.
Discount code.
Savvy126. Savvy26.
It's running along.
Oh my God. What a blast.
Oh,
I know, right? That's how I
I
feel.
cried.
My face is
Oh.
hurting from laughing. My ribs are like hurting from laughing. It's a great pain. It's a great pain.
12 bottles for $12. Everybody, 12 bottles for $12 with the hashtag Savvy26. We're going on the TikTok live soon. We're going to be presenting that we're going to TikTok live with our frankincense store.
You know, you have to get
And for the next half an hour.
You gotta get Billy. Remember Billy with the beard who did all the infomercials? Get Billy.
Yeah.
Here, buy your
Oh, yeah.
frankincense. Look what it can do.
He's
with this.
dead.
Look what it can do for this.
He's
Put it in
dead,
the building.
man. Billy
here.
is dead, buddy. If he does my commercial, we're really going viral.
Yeah,
Look at this.
yeah, for sure.
My finger as the Blu-ray rending is like already pointing.
Pointing to what?
I don't know. It's pointing to you at the screen. Our cartoon characters.
I'm dying. I love that you're on your side.
$12. Oh my gosh.
12
where did I
bottles
get
for 12 bucks. But for the next half an hour, you get an extra 6 bottles for free.
I wish.
Oh my God, we still need to have a TikTok store. You and I really need to have a TikTok store. 12 bucks for 12 bucks.
It really works.
It's the best stuff ever. Ask our best customer, Kevin Estrella. Give it to me.
like the Buckley's cough syrup. It tastes awful, but it works.
Yeah.
Diane's like, I want some of that. Trust me. Yeah, it's hard to find. We're gonna have to stock up.
Yes, and it's not expensive. It's like $12, I think. $12 maybe.
I was,
Ask Kevin. It's worth it. I'll tell you.
She's really, hold on. I need to put you on big screen. Here we go. Okay, show us the frankincense. Get your frankincense. Get your frankincense. 12 bucks. 12 bottles for 12 bucks for the next half an hour with Sati 26. Ooh, you can put it in your chakras. You can put it up your nose. Use it for gags with friends. You can surprise your best friends by sticking it up their nose while they're sleeping. It's
I
the
did
best
that
stuff
to
ever.
Kevin. I did that to Kevin. I stuck it up his nose. I didn't care.
That's what she
God,
said.
we're so good.
Yeah, I mean, really, I said, excuse my fingers to Kevin. My fingers were clean.
That just sounds wrong, man.
That's what she
That
said.
just sounds wrong. Excuse my fingers. Oh my God, it's frankincense.
Well, he did this.
You said that's chloroform.
What are you doing to me? And it's like, relax, man. Just
Oh.
relax. Just let me
It
shove
was
some of
such a-
this up your nose.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, look at the time, folks. We're almost at 2 hours. And we pretty much hit rock bottom with frankincense.
bottom?
So
This has been a blast. Rock bottom.
you please say something because I have the giggles, man. Okay. Get it together, man. Get it together. Okay. Back to the show. Which is not just about frankincense, but I have a feeling that this will be a recurring segment in future shows where
I'm
we
gonna
talk
bring it
about the
every
benefits of frankincense and all the different ways that you can use frankincense and
Ooh, there's
about her
many.
finger because somehow
Yeah.
Marley finger.
The
There's
magic
many.
finger. Yeah.
The magic finger. So anything else that you guys want to share before we start wrapping up?
Yeah. I just wanted to say I'm so glad that Marley's back. It's just been
Yes,
Thank you.
I totally agree. We're so
Happy
glad
to
you're
be
back.
Happy to be back. Can't you tell?
Yes. Oh, you're very happy. And it's not just frankincense. Although, but if it is frankincense, you can get it. The discount code is at the bottom banner for getting your
It is
frankincense.
the frankincense. I am actually completely straight. I'm just naturally
straight.
Naturally straight.
Oh, natural. Jeanette, thank you so much,
We love you,
Jeanette.
Jeanette.
Wow, we love you. We're going to start wrapping it up. This was so much fun. I'm so glad we did this. I'm so glad we did this.
I love
And this was a show about nothing.
It was just great. And we went in so many directions, you know? And
Who knows where we can go next?
Well, you just never know. I think we'll do a commercial though halfway through about all the different things you can do with this, because you'll be really surprised.
She's gonna give us all the beef on frankincense. More than you ever thought that was possible to know about frankincense. We're gonna find out about it.
Oh yeah, you are.
Oh my God. And then when we open our live TikTok show, little shop of frankincense. We can dress up like we're in the manger. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. We could do like a play, you know? I think that's great. Here's the frankincense for the baby. Let me put some on his third eye and up his nose, and he will be so connected forever. And he was.
Make me snort.
And he was. God bless him.
You made me snort. I hate you.
That's okay. Kevin snorts too when we're on the show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get those little synchronized swimmer clips for the show. Excuse me, everybody. Okay, I'm crying. I'm literally like tears, like real tears. Look, tears.
How good does everybody feel right now? Like really, I
don't know, but Ben over there is having a really good time.
I've never
He's been giggling down there the whole time. All I see is Ben going.
Well, see, Benny's used to me being so serious most of the time. You know, it's like, oh no, that serious energy left me.
There we go. What did you say?
I said, Benny is used to seeing me so serious. And I said, but since I've been working on healing, all that serious energy has just cleared out. And now I'm just like,
this is the new Marley. Now I have to be the adult. This sucks. I want my child role back. I'm just kidding.
Hey,
I love you. I'm so glad you're back and you're happy. I'm just happy. I'm having such a good time. I'm crying.
Yeah, I'm having a good time too. And it's all about staying connected to that inner child. You find that inner child and go with it.
I'm going to get sued by frankincense.
We should get paid.
We're going to be sued for defamation by frankincense.
Yeah. I wonder where the wise men found it. And it's
I don't know. That's a mystery. We gotta look into that history.
We gotta look into the mystery of
the history mystery.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go around the room and say goodnight to Benny. Let me put you on big screen. When are we gonna do the next Benny Droning with Benny?
Ooh.
I've got some videos to do. I can do them.
Excellent.
Send them over. Let's go. Everything. You're going to be doing anything cool soon? I love the planes in the back. That's so cool.
I know, right? I love your videos, Ben. They're amazing. Absolutely.
I am planning on doing some more. I've got quite a few things to put together. I've got loads of videos to put together now.
Perfect.
We have to get Joining with Benny back.
Yes.
Okay.
So I did Todmorden, Ilkley, and Rempton, which is like some UFO hotspots. It's like formed a triangle around Yorkshire. So
cool.
I've done that.
Yes.
And
I want to see.
I drove to the station and used the train. So
okay, I can't wait to see this. I want to see videos. So okay, and then we'll have Benny back soon. And Joshua. What are you going to be up to, Joshua? Shifting? Feeling good? What?
Definitely shifting. Feeling good. Playing on the internet a little bit. I'm on this Red Bubble, playing with digital art.
Ooh, cool.
Kind of playing
That's
with
cool.
Stuff like that. So, yeah.
Awesome.
And
Yeah.
I want
Well,
to say, Joshua, I'm so happy you're here. And I love that you are finding your voice and you're doing videos. And I'm so proud of you, if that matters. But I just want you to know that I see such a change in you. So, way to go.
It
yes,
matters. Thank you. You all
we're
matter.
so happy. We're so happy, and then we'll have to have you back because this is going to be a
Yes.
repeat panel because now everybody's going to want to see the second part of whatever this was.
Yeah.
And finally, over here, Kevin in the Ponte in Frisco.
Yes,
What are you
Frisco.
when's your next interview, man? What's going on? Where do we find you?
Oh, geez. I can't even keep track of where all the interviews I'm doing. They just keep booking in. So I got that I'm doing, and I'm also promoting, putting lots of the Ponte memes on Twitter and scheduling them, and that's going to be going on as well. So every day you're going to see on my Twitter feed a new meme from the Ponte, which is all quotes from them and what they have to share with the world and sharing their message. So that's what I'm working on.
That's great, Kevin. I'm so proud of you too, because of all that you've been doing. Like you have just been, oh my gosh, like just been so busy with your music, with the Ponte stuff. You're an ambassador now, which is really incredible.
That's cool.
I know. And it's just good on you because you just are doing it through your soul. And I can tell, and I think it's amazing.
Thank you.
And I am so sorry that I had been so busy with work, but now that I'm back, I will be starting to go post some of those memes and go work with you on that if that's okay.
Yeah.
Now I should be able to. So I'd love to. That'll be really fun.
And
it's time for us for action. We got action. We got to do some action. So Marley, darling, what are you?
Well, you know, I think we're going to do another one of these soon because I really looked forward to this and I'm excited to kind of get back into the swing of things now. Still working on healing. So that's not going to go away, but I'm creating this incredible balance right now, which is making me feel better. I do still have things coming up whenever I get back into it. So Kevin, I wanted you to know the Joe Rogan show is still happening. He's just waiting for me to get better.
Awesome.
And, you know, I would really like to pass your information along to him as well, because I think you should talk to him about
it's time.
Absolutely.
Everything I'm doing now, it's going to be building up to that point to be able to hit that audience because I need to be at a high caliber to be when I speak there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've also been in communication with Graham Hancock. So we've been chatting about some things and yeah, it's kind of cool. And Akashi, Chris and I are probably going to get Bob Lazar because I had a conversation with Bob Lazar. I just called him.
I'm dying to get
I called him.
I can't believe you caught him. Ooh. That would be the awesome. I'm just like,
he's ready to talk about things he's not talked about yet. So I think all of this is heading in the right direction. I think we're all heading in the right direction. And I think if we stay connected collectively, we can all help each other get through these crazy times because it is a roller coaster. So this is what I'm going to say for this year. Lots of stuff kind of boiling to the surface, guys. Be in a state of allowance. Don't have any fear. Just allow it and it's going to pass. I promise. Everything is sped up, like I said earlier. So expect that that's going to get even more sped up. So fasten your seatbelts, guys, because we are in for a wild and crazy year. But it's going to catapult everything. 2027, we're going to be out of all of these crappy energies. So we just have to hang on, push through, and try to keep our vibrations spiraling them up instead of spiraling them down. When we get caught, reach out to somebody that you know can help you recalibrate those energies, or watch some stand-up comedy to make yourself laugh. There's all kinds of funny animal videos on YouTube too. So whatever you can do to make yourself laugh, if you can't connect in with someone, please do. And get into your creative mode if you're not already, because creativity is going to spike this year. It is going to spike in all of us, and it's just showing us, and we're learning more about ourselves and evolving into things we're supposed to be doing. So it's a very exciting time, like Kevin said earlier, and I'm here for it. I am here for it. I could have given up and left this realm, and I didn't. I chose not to. It would have been so easy for me in the times that we're in, but I'm like, you know what? No, because I have a mission and I got a lot of people counting on me. And so, yeah, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. And we're going to do this together. Woo!
Yay.
Frankincense!
I'm so excited. And frankincense. Don't forget frankincense.
Next show,
no,
we'll talk about dragon's blood next show.
Oh, yes. Yes. So I really am so grateful that you're back and feeling better. I'm
grateful for all of you, because I feel the love. I feel the telepathic healing. I feel these things, and I know that all of you were thinking about me, and all of you were praying and putting out the right energies to get me to choose not to give up. So it's because of you guys. And I thank you for that, because it would have been really easy for me to decide, you know what, I'm done in this realm. I'm moving on to the next realm where I can help other people from the other side of the veil. But yeah, I'm just like, nah, it's not time. Not time.
No,
so you're stuck with me.
With us. You're stuck with us. Sorry, you're not going anywhere, friend. Nope, you're not leaving us. So, oh, I do have a surprise announcement. That turn on your notifications, because I created. I have a new MF. I haven't done one of these in a while, but I have a new MFTV music video. And this one is actually about the month of March. So I actually went through every single day of March, and I have all the fun holidays that you might not know about in a video to One Republic's Marching On. How cool is that? Marching On by One Republic's the perfect song for it. So keep your notifications, because I'll be premiering that either tonight or tomorrow. Yeah. So yeah, I'm so excited.
Oh, and we're going to start soon guided meditations as well.
Yes, we're bringing guided meditations back.
Yep.
We need to do those weekly, because we got some work to do.
Yep, absolutely. So, this has been great.
Joshua, this has been so much fun.
So great.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, chat. Yeah. Thank you, Diane. Thank you, Tepi and Jeanette. And let me see, and Dorothy was still here. And let me see. Just want to make sure that I caught. Okay, everybody else I think I caught from earlier. And I'm just happy everybody was here. It looks like everybody had a really good time. So we're going to sign off now. Love you guys. Let me go ahead and cue up our goodbye video. La-di-da. So thank you guys so much. If you like what you saw, hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, because we got some cool stuff.
Rewind 10 seconds again. Like apparently it helps somebody show up.
Rewind 10 seconds. From now, I'm so confused. Don't forget, hold on. And don't forget, please don't forget your frankincense link in description. Discount code SATI26. We're gonna make a thing out of this, man. This is gonna be the best frankincense store ever. We're going on Etsy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm going to get Kevin to do up a write-up about his experience with frankincense.
Now we just have to get a supplier of frankincense.
I already have a supplier.
You have one bottle. We're talking
My-
about an operation here. I
my
want to go on
booze and
Etsy. I want to have a TikTok shop. I want to go live. I want to be one of those people that sits on TikTok and like talks about frankincense. I want to be that person. Do
Let's
not
do it.
take my dream away.
Yeah. Well, I'll do frankincense and I'll get the dowsing rods out and ask a bunch of questions to star families to get our answers.
Oh, that'd be a show right there with the
Yeah.
frankincense link. Pop
Yes.
in the background. I'm gonna make a
Great.
business. I know we're joking about this, but I love you
No,
guys.
I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not joking.
I know you're not.
We all have our frankincense. We all put what there,
It's in the mirror.
and then we start asking questions using the dowsing rods. And it's
With
so
your frankincense finger. Finger of frankincense. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and play us off before we get canceled. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. And thank you guys. And I'll see you guys. Don't leave.
yeah,
We'll see you in the
don't
back room. Okay?
leave.
Don't leave.
Thanks,
Don't leave.
guys.
Okay, bye.